What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. That's not a blessing. That is a reward. Your blessings, they extend far beyond that shit. See, look, that's something different. That's something like we consciously acknowledge that curses are some supernatural shit, but we think blessings are. We got that shit totally fucking backwards. We think curses are supernatural shit that we can't even fucking fathom, but we think blessings are some shit that are actually on the earth. You feel me? It's the other way around. The curses are the things that are on the earth in the physical that you can actually fucking break at will if you want to. They're not basic shit, but your blessing, that is that divine shit that runs down your lineage, bro. Like, our ancestors always talked about, like, the bloodlines and shit. That's why you kept the bloodlines pure. Like, but see, the bloodline wasn't, I don't want people to think the bloodline, because how it was taken and, you know, manipulated by them, the bloodline, they started, you know, that's where incest came in. There wasn't no incest, bro, within the bloodline, because you express the bloodline from the spiritual connection, man. What your spiritual blessing is what your bloodline is. And from that spiritual blessing, that's how you get your creative faculties, and you get your lineage. So it's like, I didn't necessarily, like, in ancestral time, we didn't necessarily fuck our sisters and brothers and shit like that. We did this, it was, you know, marrying our spiritual, connecting people that came from the same source as us. Their energy was the same. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Perfect example, like, motherfuckers don't even get why they went in with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They merged their spiritual blessings. You feel me? They merged their spiritual blessings. And you feel what I'm saying? Like, when you get into that realm, that's how you are. But you got to know who the fuck you are. And you know what I'm saying? They use their spiritual blessings to do what? Break generational curses. Their generational blessings are what they use to break generational curses. That's not an accident. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that go into that shit too, but I can't reveal that all right now. But yeah, we gotta learn to truly operate from that perspective and get better at deciphering, you know, what it is that is within us. So another point of generational curses is understanding that you have to break a lot of conditional shit. And until I respect, like, I always gotta say this, I respect everybody's beliefs and everything like that, but that shit ain't doing nothing but confusing you and making you feel inferior to yourself, making you feel inferior to dumb shit, making you feel inferior and humble to stupid shit that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, you know what I mean? You can identify your generational curse, but if you don't believe that you're the divinity that can snap that shit, you just say, okay, this is the way it is. I was cursed this way. Like, look at, and, you know, a perfect example of this, because again, like I said, I like to use the very text to show what I'm talking about, then show you that it has to be above a spiritual component. Like, the whole Job situation was a metaphor, that was an allegory as well. A lot of the story, Job was an allegory, and in the thing, it's like they're asking him, like, just peep how the story started. You feel what I'm saying? Satan, the devil, whatever, whoever it is, he comes back into heaven after he was supposed to be kicked out and banished. Like, he's literally walked in. He walks in, the motherfucker, like, you know, God in them is playing spades and shit, and the motherfucker just walk in. He's like, yo, where you been? God asked the devil where you been. Like, you got to pay attention to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? He asked him where you been, but I don't want to get too heavy into that. I got to stop fucking up. So, in the story of Job, the whole principle of it is that, you know what I mean, Job can't identify as, like, his generational curse. You feel me? And this generational curse, it made him lose his family. It made him lose his livestock. It made him lose everything. You feel what I'm saying? And within the generational curse, like, yeah, they say, okay, he was restored. He got all of that stuff like that. That was his generation. So he never really truly was able to identify his blessing. but something was rewarded back to him for honoring himself. Now, his generational blessing, what his lineage was responsible for, could have been integrity, could have been diligence, could have been anything. But the fact that, you know, the story, he didn't curse, he didn't curse God or whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? Even though God took his family and all of that stuff, he didn't curse him. You know, so these moments occurred as a means to understand generational curses and generational blessings, but we missed it because we thought it was a literal thing. It's allegorical to be above the normal comprehension. Like once you get through the mythology, the ritual, and the allegory, then you get to the spiritual component of it, which lets you know what it is.